Feeling this Ray Savage versus Abraham Nova fight. Got to
Yeah,
interview Nova earlier today. I see they had like a little something in Saudi Arabia today. What you think about the fight? I mean, obviously Abraham Nova coming off of an upset loss against Oshaki Foster. Lots of people think that he won the fight. What you think?
I mean, we seen him. We seen Nova in some good fights. We seen him win some. We seen him lose some. I think he's sturdy enough to be in front of a Ray Savage. I don't think he's durable enough though. I think the later rounds he'll start to fold probably after six, after seven. He'll start to fold a little bit. Now, will Ray step on the gas and stop him? I don't know, but I think Ray could definitely beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you feel like that's a 50-50 fight, or do you feel like, what do you think about the matchup though itself? Obviously Nova's been in some, like you said, real tough fights. Lots of experience though. What do you
yeah.
think about the experience factor alone?
I don't think it's like too far apart because Ray been in a war like that's possible like fight of the year type shit. That one he fought last year when he fought that where was that
Nick
guy
Ball?
from? No, not the fight before when he won the title. When he
Okay,
fought the
okay.
guy on ESPN and he
Yeah, I
stopped
know
the
what you're
guy in
saying.
the last round.
Yep.
Fights like that make you a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Then the Nick Ball fight. Fights like that make you a fighter. You know what I'm saying? And you learn a lot from them type of experiences. So I think Ray proved that he gonna be there every round. So I think Ray just like probably two notches ahead of Nova, Abraham Nova. Abraham Nova can fight, but he has a breaking point that you can see. You know what I mean? Some fighters got it and some don't. And he got one that you can see. You can see him start to slow down, break down, start to question himself. And I mean, I think Ray to just, break him up.
Is that one of your more favorite fights on the card? A lot of
Uh
heavyweight matchups on that
yeah,
card.
I mean, Ray Savage is developing the type of name where he's gonna put up a fight and he gonna do his thing. He only got the one blemish against Nick Ball, and that was a close fight. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that fight could have went either way. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only thing you can really hold against him. Otherwise, he's shown you that he's a world class fighter.
Mm, mm. Um, Getting into obviously October 11th in Philadelphia, we got Lemas.
Yeah,
Lots of people we seen Eddie Hearn talk about the matchup itself. We listened to YSM Jamel interview with Boots talking about, he tried to get Ramos, he tried to get Boachuk. No, what's his name? I know his name Boachuk, is it? Yeah, it's Boachuk, yeah. Uh, couldn't get him in the ring. Obviously, we know about the Rashidi Ellis situation as well. But what you think about, how is Philadelphia taking, this matchup per se? I see that tickets are on sale tomorrow for starting at $30.
I mean, I don't think to be totally honest, I don't think Philly like it so much because they want him to bring a big name to the city. You know what I mean? But me, I like it because it's action in the city. You know what I mean? It's a reason to step out. It's a reason for people to get together. I don't like being, tough on the fighters when they doing something like bringing it home. You know what I mean? When you bringing the fight home and you trying to make the city look good, I'm with supporting the fighters. I've been said Lima is not the best guy on the list. He's not the guy we want to see. But at the same time, as far as what we know, this is the guy we could get. Rashidi, Rashidi, we wanted Rashidi. You know what I mean? Rashidi was the guy that was supposed to fight him 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, of course you wanted Rashidi. But after all the negotiations, you know what I mean, wherever it went, it didn't go that way. I mean, I think Rashidi had it when the fight was at 500. I think to me, like I said, it looked like he wanted to take it when y'all was on the live. I mean, when y'all did the interview with you, when they did the interview with you, it looked like he wanted to take it then, but he was trying to be loyal to his team. You know what I mean? And shit fell through.
Obviously this guy he's campaigned at 160 pounds like twice.
Yeah,
Um, Obviously he doesn't have any American names, right?
yeah,
And I feel like that's where the people really look at it as like, you know what, this is a cherry pick. What do you think about the middleweight division and not having a resume with American names on it? And being
Here,
being and being, ranked at the top 10. Because it is the middleweight division.
yeah. I mean, people, you can say that in so many languages. You can say it so many different ways. People are not gonna understand what you're trying to say. At the end of the day, any man got a shot. He just gotta want it. You know what I mean? Lima is, like I said again, is he the best? Nah, he not the best on the list. But he the guy that accepted the terms. He the guy that wanted to fight, right? So that's who we gotta fight. I don't think it's a bad fight because he's a for sure 54 pounder because of the reason you just said. He's fought over the 54 limit a bunch of times. I looked at his record. It's just he hasn't beat anybody that we know. What people forget though is boxing is all over the world. You know what I mean? These guys are fighting just like we fighting over here, but we just get the notoriety because of the TV. You know what I mean? We have in America, we have control of the narrative because of the TV, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Just like somebody said once before, when the football team or a basketball team win a championship, they call them champions of the world, but they didn't play the world. They played the guys in the country. So it's the same thing with boxing. We got the narrative because of the television. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Did I want it to be Lima? No, I didn't want it to be Lima. I wanted it to be Rashidi. But because I felt like Rashidi and them was playing around, then here we are. You know what I mean?
As far as the negotiations, right? Do you feel like there's like an ongoing pattern when it comes down to Eddie Hearn and negotiations with several fighters, and it's like, it kind of make Boots look a little like he need to defend himself a little bit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what do you think about that? And then also, when do you feel like a fighter should go out their way and say, "Yo, I don't want him." Like how we got Stan Jonas, right?
Yeah.
Somebody stepped aside,
Yeah.
got the belt, gave him a little bit more money. I think it was about almost 2 mil or 2 mil and some change. Got
Hmm.
made the fight happen. Do you feel like this has to kind of like, eventually Boots got to do that as well to become that star for, because you said Philly looking for a name so we could really pack up the house.
Yeah. I mean, somebody just said in the comments, they said, "Who's the boss?" Boots is the product, and Boots has say so. He does, but Eddie's spending his money. You know what I'm saying? Eddie's spending his money. That's what people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Eddie's spending his bread. So it's like if I was willing to give somebody 500 and they didn't want to take it, I gotta go look somewhere else. I gotta go look somewhere else because this guy's playing around now. This guy that we fight in Lima is number 10 in the world. You know what I'm saying? He number 10 in the world. He like number 7 in another sanctioning body. You know what I mean? So they giving him a shot for a reason. You know what I mean? He there. I can't be mad because at the end of the day, the show must go on. You gotta do what he gotta do. You feel me? Do I want it to be Lima? Nah. Is it Lima? Yeah, we gotta take him.
Mm.
This is see what I don't understand is this is not the first time this happened in boxing. So people going crazy. They acting like this the first time. It's not the first time this ever happened in boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be the last. And guess what? It's just the beginning of the 54 run. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't get too upset because 6 months down the line, 8 months down the line, you know what I'm saying? We'll forget about it based off who he fight next. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people do. They'll shame you about what you had on the day, and then you put something else on the next day. Now they love you. That's just how it go. You know what I mean? I'm in support of these guys because they from my city. I know what they've been through. I know what they go through. I'm going back them. You know what I mean? Whether people call me biased or not, you can call me biased. You don't have to live here. You don't have to be here. I know what it's like here. Everybody don't know what it's like, so I'm going to support them. You know what I mean? I like the fact that a kid from Philadelphia is bringing action back to the city. You don't get this to see that in other cities all the time. You know what I mean? So I'm fine with it.
Turk obviously put Boots out there saying that he doesn't want no tune-ups on his cards. He's putting on some of the best cards, but in the
Yeah.
same time, you got lots of cash cows like Javante, Tank Davis haven't really touched ship with Turkey yet. You got David Benavidez in his first time out going to work with Turk. But as far as Jaron Ennis is concerned, I see that there's negotiations going on with Virgil Ortiz sometime next year. He says that that's not true, but in the same time, um, you know, Turk not being a part of that. Do you feel like some of the biggest fights, these promoters need some big cash cow fights to fight each other in their stable versus having him have them all, be a part of
He
all of them?
he's putting it out there in a way where it's almost like these guys gotta take it. You know what I mean? And some of the promoters is like they with it, and some of them they not with it, depending on. All right, here's the thing: if PBC would have advised Tank to go fuck with Turkey, they would have done it. But I guess they felt like for whatever he was talking about with Tank, it wasn't enough money. But for the guys who need a Turkey, because this is what we got to think about when we talk boxing, right? Tank's whole aura, his whole thing, outside of him knocking people out and being who he is, all of that was boosted by being with Mayweather. Mayweather he coming right off the Mayweather era, and he's saying this guy's next. So everybody's going to watch that guy. Boots is doing it strictly off talent. You know what I mean? He don't talk, he don't feel it, he don't be with that shit. And I can't be mad at him because look how many guys we got in the game right now saying they suffering from mental health. You know why they suffering from mental health? Because unlike me and you, we didn't grow up on this shit, on this computer shit, and they did. So they believe a lot of the shit they see. It hits them home, it hits them in the heart when they see people write bad things about them. It fucks with them. You know what I'm saying? So they get caught up in this shit. A guy like Boots is like, I don't really give a fuck because I gotta fight. My job is to fight. So some guys I feel like they need Turkey, some guys don't. If Boots is able to come home and make the same money that he making and he's doing it in front of his people, I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with that because Mayweather turned Vegas up because he was living in Vegas and all the odds played in his favor in Vegas. So how come he was able to do that, but they get mad when Boots do it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, when Mayweather fights got announced, we knew it was in Vegas. We knew it was at the MGM. It was nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So Boots come home and Boots bring whoever to Philly. Now everybody's like pissed off. Like, he hasn't even got started yet. This is the beginning. This is the beginning for real. You know what I mean?
People weren't liking the comparisons of the Boots and the Mayweather comparisons. I guess there's something online that Boots said that was comparison to Floyd this week.
Say it again. The comparison
Yeah, did Boots make a comparison similar to what Floyd mentioned in his career,
about
going
what?
about how his career is being moved?
Who about Floyd and Boots? No, it's not. It's not the same. I wouldn't say it was the same. Nowhere
Right,
near the same.
right.
Yeah, I mean, Mayweather had a different magnifying glass on him because he actually was an Olympian and coming out of the games, he's been on TV since day one. Mayweather was fighting on TV from his debut. Boots fell short. He lost to Gary Antoine in the trials, and he had to hit the road. They had to build his record up. They had to do what he had to do.